Hi.
Um,
We're still on board Britannia, and we thought we'd do a little video just of 5 things that we like about the ship and 5 things that we're not too keen on about the ship.
yeah.
Right, so we start off with what we like.
Yep. First thing that we like about Britannia is the Atrium.
Yes, it's probably about double the size of the other 2 larger ships in the fleet, Ventura and Azura. It's just more open, planned, and it's more spacious.
Yeah.
It just gives a better feel when you're in it. It's just larger in it and nice. And
It's nice. The second thing that we like is the buffet area. Reasons why?
It's not segregated at all, so you can enter from either side of the ship, port side or starboard side. It's the same again like the Atrium. It's more open planned. It's not so crowded.
Yeah.
And you can access both seating areas, so you can go right through. There's 2 separate areas that you can get served from as well. It's larger. The seating area is nicer as well. They have like little cubby holes with padded seats. They have higher up tables like bench seats. Bar stool areas.
Yeah, bigger seating area.
Yeah, bigger seating area.
And it's not so crowded when you're trying to get your food.
It does get crowded, but you can find a seat, whereas on the other 2 you can get where you really can't find a seat at certain times, can you? We've been up there at busy times, when it's been really busy, and we still managed to find a seat quite easily, haven't we?
Yeah. But also like when you're getting your food.
Yeah, when you're getting your food as well, you don't have to there's not like big queues of people where you can't get past someone. You can just walk around quite freely while people are still queuing up to get bits and pieces from the counters. You can still walk past them, and everything's like doubled, isn't it? So each side of the individual areas, it's like it repeats what it is on the other side. So you can, if you can't get in on one end, you can go down to the other end.
Yeah.
Okay.
The third thing that we like is our superior deluxe cabin.
We've had one on the other ship, on Ventura.
Yeah, on the last cruise we had superior deluxe as well, but we won't be having it on the next one. But on comparing it to Ventura, it's a lot nicer, the cabin. It's bigger in size.
Yeah, it seems a bit wider as
longer.
well. Longer.
And there's more, the seating area that's next to the bed is really big and spacious. And also they've got, on the wall, they've got 2 big TVs in each area.
Yeah, rather than perched on like the furniture in Ventura, and the furniture juts out into the room as well, doesn't it? This is actually situated on the wall, the telly, so it doesn't take any space. It's a better place to look. Yeah, just a nicer cabin, I think, than Ventura for the same cabin.
Yeah, and also it's got the nice big bathroom with the bath in it, rather than just a shower cubicle, same as on Ventura. But we've got that as well, which is nice, makes it nicer.
Yeah, it's a bit more modern looking as well, isn't it? Than Ventura.
Yeah, it is more modern.
Modern decor.
Yeah. Fourth thing
we like.
What you like, don't you?
Yeah, is the pool areas. So the pool areas outside, all the other ships, they all have like 2 big main pools. On Britannia though, they're like next to each other, so it makes the pool area like really big. It makes it seem like
big area.
Yeah,
isn't
one
it?
massive area. So it's a lot more room.
Yeah.
You seem to be able to get around you a bit easier. When it's busy. Yeah, obviously when it gets really busy.
There's lots of other places to sit that aren't around the pool, but it does get busy when it's really, really sunny and it's hard to get a seat.
But the pool area is nice, isn't it?
And it's also got like around the pool, it's got higher up like bits that you can sit on, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Like higher up, like ledges, and you can sit on them and put your feet in the water, and the water sort of comes over the edge of the pool, doesn't it?
Yeah, so it's
quite
like
nice.
a splash over area almost, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's different to the other ones.
And also it's got the adult only pool, Serenity Pool, which is a really nice quiet area, adult only. It's got its own bar, the pool's really nice, it's the seating area is different, it's got like shaded bits in it, and yeah, it's really nice, the Serenity Pool as well.
Yeah, it's a
so
nice
we like
area.
the pool areas on Britannia, really do.
Yeah. And then the 5th thing that we liked is an area that's called the Sunset Bar, which is at the back of the ship.
Yeah, on deck 16, same as the buffet bar. So you go through the buffet all the way to the back of the ship, and that's where the Sunset Bar is. It's quite sort of like open area. There's like comfy seats in there, and
it's like closed in, isn't it? A lot of it, and then it's open around the sides.
Yeah, so it's sort of like you can get sun at the sides, but shade in the middle.
Yeah, and it's got comfy chairs, and You could sit there probably in the evenings.
Yeah.
We haven't actually gone there in the evening, but
been in there a couple of mornings and that.
been in there, yeah, and it's really nice. I think you can eat your breakfast out there as well.
Yeah.
Which
you
we
can just
never
take it
did.
straight out.
But it's actually a really nice sort of area
Like
just
chilled
to sit
sort
and
of
relax,
area, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay, then there's 5 things we've come up with that we didn't.
Not keen on.
Yeah, didn't like as much.
No, as the other 2 large ships.
Yeah. Okay, so the first thing that we disliked on this ship is the fact that we're staying in midship on level 14.
Deck 14 we're on.
And there's no staircase in midship at all until you get down to deck 7, is it?
Yeah, which is like the atrium.
Yeah. So if you only want to go up to the buffet area, you've got to wait for the lift.
Yeah, which is only
2 floors.
2 floors, which isn't much on the stairs.
Which we'd normally just do the stairs because the lifts are quite busy at certain times, and you can be waiting a long time.
Yeah.
It just gets a bit frustrating if you have stairs, and you could have that option to walk, but there you
But
haven't got that option.
You've got to walk. If you want the stairs, you've got to walk all the way to the
Front
or the back, and then the stairs go all the way from top to bottom, both front and back.
Yeah. So
But,
that's a bit,
yeah,
that's just an annoyance, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's
Really?
annoyance, yeah, because we use the stairs quite a lot, because
Yeah.
you do, like say, you do
Because
have
you
to
are
wait.
able to, and it's just easier than waiting.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just
Yeah,
go,
because
oh,
you
we'll
can wait
just
for a
take
long time
stairs.
sometimes for the lifts.
Yeah,
It's,
they're going up and down. They go past you. And
yeah, if they're full up.
yeah, so that's a bit. It's an annoyance. So.
Yeah, more than anything.
The second thing we didn't like as much as comparing it to Ventura
And Azura.
and Azora, but we haven't been on Azora for ages though.
No,
But we know that they're the same.
Yeah.
But the last cruise we went on was on Ventura, and comparing it to that is the glass house. It's not got as nice a feel to it as the one on Ventura. The one on Ventura is almost like a separate bit that you go into.
Yeah, and if you don't know, the glass house is like another
Wines,
eating
it's a
venue.
wine
Yeah,
bar,
so
isn't it?
yes, it's based around wines and stuff like that.
But you can eat there.
But you can eat there, which is you have to pay
Yeah.
pay for the food in there.
Yeah.
But like you say, it's a separate area. It's like a separate restaurant almost on the other ships.
Yeah, and this is more. The reason we don't like it is it's sort of more like in the atrium.
Yeah.
They have got a little sort of. You'll see on Matt's ship tour thing that he did, but it has got a little separate area, but it's nowhere near as nice in our opinion. Obviously,
No.
that's just our opinion.
Yeah.
So. The thing is, this is just a little silly niggly thing, but the balconies are quite small on Britannia. We're in our cabin.
Yeah.
Compared to Ventura, when we had our Superior Deluxe balcony, it was a lot bigger. So that's just a little comparison.
Yeah. And with Britannia though, there is only balcony cabins as well. You can't get an outside cabin, so just a window on Britannia. There's either inside, which
or
is
balcony.
or balcony, and that's it. That's the only choice on Britannia.
Yeah. The other thing that we're comparing it to that we didn't like as much or don't like as much is the Epicurean restaurant. It's smaller than Ventura, it's narrow, and it's just sort of comparing it really, isn't it? If you haven't been to the one in Ventura, then it's lovely, it's a really nice
We're just
restaurant.
making comparisons between
We're just comparing
P&O's
what we like.
3 largest ships at the moment.
Yeah, just when. The last thing that we didn't like on Britannia is, it's not that we didn't like it, it's just that we're comparing it again. Yeah. It's not as good. The Promenade Deck isn't as good as on Ventura because it's right at the top and it's
tiny
and it's very short to walk around.
It's not like a normal Promenade Deck compared to the other ships where you walk around like a lower level and it goes around the whole edge of the whole of the ship.
Takes a while to get around.
Yeah,
whereas
it's
the
like
one,
proper promenade, isn't it? It's like you walk past, they got all the lockers and you go
it's
past,
just nice. You've got the lifeboats, haven't you? Like all along, and it's just
like
sort
old
of
school, sort of like traditional.
That we like.
Whereas on Britannia, it's just on deck.
Right at the top, 18, isn't it?
Deck 18, and it's very short. It takes like, I don't know, 5 minutes to walk around.
Yeah, it doesn't take long
No,
at all.
not at all.
It's good that they've got one, but
Yeah.
obviously we're just comparing it. It's not as good as Ventura, that's all.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the things that we liked and disliked about Britannia.
Yeah.
So,
If,
hope that helps.
Yeah, give us a thumbs up if you like it, and any comments on that, we'll try and get back to you in any of them if you've got things that you like and don't like about the ships. If you've
let us know.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Cheers then, bye.
Bye.